What's up guys, it's your favorite Kiwi coach, and give me 6 months of your time and I'll give you the best golf swing of your life. So welcome back to the channel. In this particular video, we're going to be doing another climb before and after video. And if you've ever wondered how to get rid of this split elbow in transition, I think this climb before and after video is going to go over that in detail. So without further ado, let's go do this thing. But before we get into the video, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, and that is Kiwi Golf Japan. If you're too busy or you're just too far away and you can't come take lessons from myself, Kiwi Golf Japan is the membership site for you. With over 150 plus videos of golf instruction, and you can learn from a virtual setting, it's perfect. Go ahead and take a look. There'll be a link down below, and with that out of the way, let's go into the video. All right, so let's go ahead and play the videos through. So I'm going to show you the before swing first, then the after swing, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what we're going to be discussing for this particular video. All right, that's before swing right there. Let's go take a look at the after now. All right, and that's the after swing right there. So let's talk about what we're going to be discussing. So the main point of this video is going to be talking about the trail elbow and this splitting motion that he was doing in his before swing versus the after swing. Now, the reason why I think this splitting motion is so important is if you split the elbow, most likely it's going to get trapped behind the rib cage, which is going to be difficult to control the club head. And then also, the more and more you split your elbow, the more difficult it is to flatten the club shaft. Now, some people might be able to split the elbow and flatten the club shaft because they're very mobile in their wrists. But for a lot of you guys out there, if you split the elbow, it's almost going to be impossible for you guys to actually get the club shaft in the correct spot. So you're either going to continuously steepen on the downswing, or you're going to steepen initially and then try to tilt your body or do something crazy to try to flatten the club shaft later, which we all know that's also something you don't want to do. So let's go ahead and take a look at the before swing first, go down to position 5, and show you some checkpoints for splitting the elbow or not. So if we take this before swing down to position 5, the first checkpoint I like to look for is going to be the elbow angle at this particular point. So if I go and draw a line through here and then make this perpendicular to the ground, you're going to come out with an angle like this, and this says right around 87 degrees. Now what I found is there's different angles for different mobility levels. However, for even someone who's not that mobile at all, I still think a good range is going to be somewhere in the 70s for someone like that yourself. However, someone who's very mobile, someone who can kind of go like this, they're going to be wanting to be right around maybe the 60 range, right? And some people I've even seen in the 50 range, right, at that particular point in the golf swing. Again, it's really dependent on your mobility. However, for most people, even if you're not that mobile, you can still get into the 70s. So if you're getting close to 90 degrees this way, that means you can still change, and you have to change and try to get into that 70s at least. So if we go take a look at the after swing and we come down to position 5, visibly it obviously looks a lot different right here. However, if we also draw an angle, we're going to see that the angle is much different at this particular point. And as you can see now, he's right around 73 degrees with that trail elbow as opposed to 87 degrees, which he was before. So again, the main reason why we were able to do this was going to be through our framework of how much and when. What we were trying to focus on first off was, okay, obviously we're doing this. So the opposite motion would be this, or as much as I can do this. So the question is, well, how much of that do I need to feel to get into the correct position 5? And what we established at first, which is what we do for everyone, was let's just try 100% feeling, right? So in transition, we're going to feel like we move 100% this way as much as we possibly can. Then the when aspect is going to be like, okay, so when do we start to do that? So for us, we were pretending that we were trying to, or not pretending, sorry, we were feeling that we were trying to do it right around in transition. And then we were trying to get the full how much right around position 5. And then from position 5, we were trying to hold it to position 6. That was kind of the framework that we came up with. Those were the fixed points that we're trying to work on. And then from there, we were going to experiment and see if we could actually get what we were trying to do, which as you can see, we actually did get the results we wanted. So those points actually work. All right, and as we start to move down the swing, let's go to P5.5, and then let's go to P5.5 here. So as you can see, the difference between the trail elbow is also very drastic between these two swings, right? So if I go draw an angle right here, we can see this is at 41 degrees. If I can go draw an angle here, this is a lot flatter over at 61 degrees, right? So the elbow's gone like this in the before swing, and it's still now a little bit more like this in the after swing. So it hasn't internally rotated anywhere near as much as it was doing in the before swing. And as you can tell, the more and more my elbow goes this way, the more and more difficult it is to get the club shaft shaft on the forearm, and hence he was struggling with kind of steepening the club shaft early, and then from there he's either going to have to, again, redirect at the bottom of the swing by trying to flatten somehow, or just continue to steepen, which was kind of more so his older swing. All right, another thing I want to take a look at too is going to be the shoulder right here. Now, a lot of people see the shoulder at this position looking hunched up, and that's going to be the point they try to fix. But the main reason why his shoulder was so hunched up like this and raised was because his elbow was so much in internal rotation, right? So I don't think trying to fix the shoulder in this case was going to be the best fix. I think trying to fix the elbow position first most likely would fix the shoulder, and then if it didn't, then you could try to fix the shoulder. But as you can see, because we fixed the elbow angle, we were also able to fix the shoulder, so the shoulder doesn't look as hunched up. So if that's something you see in your own golf swing, most likely it's the elbow that you got to fix first, trust me. All right, then moving on to P6. So let's get a P6 here, and then let's go to P6 here. So again, if we go take a look at the angle again, you're going to see this kind of crazy looking angle right here. So he's right around 37 degrees. If we go take a look at this angle right here, he's a lot flatter at this particular position at 45 degrees, right? So it's the same thing, right? The elbow's not so much this way. It's going to allow him to get the club shaft into a better spot, and most likely he's not going to be as steep as he was before, which I think is very easy to see. Take a look at where the club head is here. All right, so that's it for you guys on YouTube. Let me take some time to wrap up what was discussed. So first and foremost, when it comes to the splitting of the elbow, the checkpoint position is going to be right around P5, P5.5, and P6. That's like the best point to start looking at when you're looking at this split elbow. Make sure to draw the angle the same way that I drew it, and then from there, make sure to try to get closer to the ranges that you saw in the after swing and not the before swing. From there, when it comes to the actual process of fixing the elbow motion, we used our framework of how much and when. So I want you to go up now to the top of your swing. I want you to move your elbow this way as much as you possibly can, and then from there, that will be your 100% how much feeling. Next, I want you to establish when are you going to start to move towards this 100% feeling in the golf swing? When are you going to reach this full 100% feeling? And then after that, how long are you going to keep that 100% feeling on the downswing? Really focus on those 4 data points that we just talked about, and then from there, you can play the guessing game and kind of mess around with those data points until you get your elbow looking like the after swing in this particular video. Other than that, the last thing I want to say is please give me 6 months of your time and I will give you the best golf swing of your life. That stands true, so make sure to check out our lessons with the link down below. Also make sure to support this membership or this YouTube channel by joining the membership site, because it really does allow us to keep continuing to make videos for you guys. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.